It's Andrew Smith from Royal LePage Kelowna. Welcome to Coffee with Andy. It's Wednesday, October 11th, 2023. We're in Nova Scotia this week. Cabot Panorama, Cabot Bar, and Coffee Shop for this week's Kelowna Market Update. Deep breath. 30 residential sales put on the board last week, bringing the total for the year up to 1,682. At this point last year, we were at 2,034. So those three numbers, let's start with the 30. 30 isn't great, but it falls into the category of was expecting it to be worse. 30 isn't sustainable for a healthy real estate market in a city our size, but nevertheless, it was sort of on a downward trend. It seems to have kind of stabilized at that number. The 1,682 isn't all that good, but with everything that's been thrown at us, it's really not that bad. We certainly have a lot of resilience, and we're able to get off the carpet, pick ourselves up off the carpet when things are tough. And this time last year, 2,034. 2,000 sales through October is okay. 2,000 sales, you know, if you average 200 or a little over 200 per month, that's kind of the minimum, and that would be okay. And this is where we were last year. We were really hoping we'd bump that up to around 230, 240 a month. But if we're at 200 a month, that's just the way it is. We're down slightly from the 36 recorded the same week last year and 40 recorded last week. It's probably a rounding error because we've had two consecutive Monday holidays for Easter and National Reconciliation. But yeah, 30 sales, 17 apartment sales. This number kind of worries me a bit. This has been on kind of a downward trend. 22 the previous week, only because there's 530 listings. So that means there's a lot of people who didn't sell their house. There's a lot of people who probably didn't get showings last week. There's a lot of people who are just wondering if it's going to be a long, cold, dark winter. So I don't even know if a price reduction or two is going to do it with just 17 apartment sales. We're at that point in time where, you know, the Rogers Pass isn't, people are nervous about driving it. The same for the Coquihalla, so there's not as many out-of-town buyers coming into Kelowna. Of note, on a positive note, 2 condos sold over $1 million, one in SOPA, Pandosy Village, another one downtown on Sunset, and one residential house selling over over $5 million. So that skews the averages way up. Prices are still high, just based on a handful of high sales. That's about it. Hey, really appreciate you guys spending the last 3.5-4 minutes with me. Welcome to Nova Scotia. I'll get out of the way. It's really nice here. Oh my gosh. Golf with St. Lawrence over my shoulder here. Golfers everywhere. The RBC Classic was in town, so bankers everywhere. See you guys next week.